to talk about kind of world music genre from Trinidad and Tobago called Calypso. So this works with a lot of different genres. It's not just for Calypso, and actually the beat is also a soca beat as well, but you'll hear it in a lot of different styles. So it's a very versatile one to have kind of in your repertoire as a drummer. So we're going to play 4 on the floor on the bass drum. If you haven't heard of that term, familiarize yourself with it. It's just 4 quarter notes. 1. Okay, a lot of music has that. 4 on the floor is just good terminology. It's good to know different terminology. So we're going to play 4 on the floor, quarter notes on the bass drum, 8th notes on the hi-hat, and then the snare drum is going to be playing 1 E and a 2 and 3, a 4 and 1 E and a 2, 3 and a 4. Okay, so if you're just playing straight 8 notes on the hi-hat, that is going to be in between your hi-hat hits. So if I just isolate the hands, so we don't have the bass drum muddying things up, it would sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1 E and okay, and add the bass in, and then this is kind of the real broken down version of this. 1, 2, 3, Okay, I did a little variation. I wouldn't do it every time, but just to kind of spice things up a little bit, you can play. So I'm playing 1, 1, and up 2, and 3, up 4, and 1, up 2, and 3, up. I'm playing 3 E, so it's an E and an and then the and of 4. 3, 4, and 4. Because it's an E and you're playing 8 notes on the hi-hat, it's in between. Okay, so that's like a little variation you can throw in there. Another thing you can do that will help kind of bring the music to a higher dynamic. So if I'm starting from a closed hi-hat and I want to, maybe we're going into another section of the song that's a little bit higher in dynamic. So one thing we can do is open and close the hi-hat on quarter notes. So our bass, our feet are playing in unison. But when I'm playing on the hi-hat, we get that open sound. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and Okay, at the end, I changed my hi-hat pattern. Just again, if you want to take it to kind of another higher dynamic level, instead of playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, I changed to 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and just as like a added little extra trick, I am hitting the bell of the hi-hat, which you don't see too often, only in some styles, a lot of Caribbean styles. It just kind of adds a little bit of flavor. But I'm hitting the bell of the hi-hat with this part of my stick. So it gets a fatter sound, and I'm doing it on the and. So 1, 2, okay? And again, just doing quarter notes here in my foot, my left foot, hitting the and, here on the bell. So okay, so that is a Calypso and slash soca groove, world groove that can be used in a lot of different settings. Let's go check out the conga part for it. So let's learn a basic pattern that you can play for Calypso on the congas. So what we're gonna do is on the high top, or the high conga, we're gonna play 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E, 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E as open tones. So you're gonna kind of use your hands like a paddle. 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E, 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E. And then to get the kind of the melody that we're gonna try to create, we're gonna add in the low drum on the and. 1E, 2E, and 3E, 4E, and 1E, 2E, and 3E, 4E, and 1E, 2E, and 3E, 4E, and 1E, 2E, and 3E, 4E, and. Okay, so that's the basic pattern. One thing to keep in mind though is it's really easy to drag this rhythm, and soca and calypso a lot of times is kind of bright, it's faster. So make sure that you're subdividing, counting 16th notes in your head. Don't let this thing drag or the music will really suffer. So one thing that you can do, and it's kind of tough, you have to spend some time to get used to this on hand drums, is get finger touches, like little ghost notes, little timekeepers that will help keep you in rhythm. So if I just do that and play my high drum pattern, it would look like this. So if you look closely, I'm kind of just doing these little taps, and they're not meant to be heard. It's supposed to help keep you in time, and just kind of, I don't know, it adds a little flavor to it adds a little bit more grit, or just a little bit more to the sound. So let me do that now with the and on the low drum. Faster, 2,